The next topic is dating and the Islamic way. And the speaker is Imam Abdul Malik. Inshallah, he'll answer the question, how to proceed when you have to meet with that special someone.
Assalamu alaikum. I like that sound. Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, we bear witness that nothing should be worshipped except Allah, and we bear witness that Prophet Muhammad is his last prophet and messenger. Wow. Good topic. How many of you, let me see how many brothers and sisters can be honest. How many of you would like to get married? Raise your hand. Brothers, I should see all of your hands. All right, come on. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Come on. Come on, brothers. Come on, talk to me. I'm going to say it again. Brothers, how many of you brothers would like to get married? All right, good. Thank you. I was about to leave. No offense to anybody. Brother says, I'm going to be as quick as I can. Because to me, this kind of presentation, for myself, I need about an hour and a half. So I'm going to do whatever I can and as quick as I can. First of all, I thank Allah for being a Muslim. And I thank Allah for being considered a radical Muslim. People are boycotting my speeches now. And that's a good sign. And it's amazing, I have to say this. All the large Islamic conferences I'm attending, the Muslims have all the nice topics. While their Muslim brothers and sisters are being killed all over the world, everybody's mouth is zipped and everybody's shaking in their boots. We have nice topics. This is a very important topic for you, but I just thought I'd make that comment. Because what people call radical speeches that I give are speeches that reflect the reality of the condition that Muslims today are in and the oppression that we face at the hands of wicked rulers who sit in high places. But back to dating. I just thought I'd say that. Now, first of all, it's nice to date. There's nothing wrong with dating. It's nothing wrong with dating if you're dating your wife. That's fine. No, I'm being honest with you. You know, it's amazing. When men do get married, they don't even date their wives no more. If I was to talk to you right now quickly, you have brothers and sisters who are married. Some of your parents, they sleep in separate rooms, and if they sleep in the same bed, they don't face each other no more. No, for real. When brothers first get married, they will buy their wife anything. Even if they can't afford it, they'll borrow money and take on Madison Avenue, and she can go to all the fancy stores. But when brothers don't love their wives no more and don't spend time with them, they take them to Walmart or Kmart to the clearance section, and you got $5. No, I'm being honest with you. See, brothers, in dating and marriage and all the, this language that we use, because dating is subject to interpretation. When I say date, I'm not talking about the haram way of dating, all right? There are different ways of defining the word dating. So I'm not saying you can have a date in the Western concept as we know it, the girlfriend and boyfriend kind of foolishness. But I am saying that I think you should encourage your parents to date. Really. Brothers who are married tell me they're so unhappy. A lot of brothers who are married are very unhappy. And the reason they're unhappy is because they make the women unhappy. So women, if you make a woman unhappy, they say women are like telephones. They like to be held and talked to, but if you press the wrong button, you get cut off. I tell brothers, if you want to bring the best out the woman, you better treat her like a diamond. But anyway, now, the reason so many of you are in here, because you really are thinking about sex. Now, that's bad for some of you. Don't get excited. Some of you now going in the back, astaghfirullah, how could he say that? That's how you got here. See, the issue of Islamic culture and Muslim culture, I just want to touch on that really quickly and talk about this whole concept of male-female relations. Because you know what? It is the dream of every man who really chooses to live out the nature in which Allah has created him in, it is his ultimate desire from being a little boy. We look for the opposite sex. We look for a woman. It's natural. It is the natural inclination of a girl who is later to become a woman to look and search the world for the young man of her dreams. And every human being has this unique experience, but when we live in a culture of silence and hypocrisy, then everything is taboo and you cannot speak the truth because you will be scolded and you're not a good Muslim. So if I go home and say to my parents, you know, Mom, I'm 15 and my hormones, my God, I don't know what's happening. And I've been watching television and magazines and I'm in class. I just finished reciting the Quran. I just finished Baqarah and I'm in my math class and there's a girl next to me named Susie. She has on Daisy Duke shorts. I don't know. I looked and I wanted to look again and we can't be honest with people about that. But people do it every day. Sisters sometimes, mashallah sisters, mashallah. They got their nice hijabs, they tie tight. You look at some, but if you see them in the marketplace, or you see them later on in the evening when everybody, them hijabs and going nuts, Salam alaikum, how you doing, brother? It's been a long time. Here's my number, just call me, inshallah. Anytime we can work on any Islamic project. You don't want to work on an Islamic project, you want to work on each other. The subject matter is you and me. Why me? That's really what happens. Even in the MSAs, listen, in the MSAs, the brothers and sisters who be in charge, if you go to an Islamic conference, they always telling everybody when to go to bed. Brother, you go to your room. Sister, you better go to your room. No, it's late. And everybody goes to their room where you find the counselors at sometimes. Sitting down in the lobby talking. And 5 years later, he's married to the sister. He said, wasn't you at the camp? Wasn't you at the camp? Well, we always at the camp, and we're camping now. We're real campers. She's my wife. And you know what? I told the Muslims, and I'm going to tell them again. If you want to preserve Islam in America, you better let the young brothers and sisters marry and prepare them for family life. For the Prophet said, "Man ja'a ilaykum man taradawna minhum, aw minhu dinahu wa khuluquhu." Aw kama qala. The Prophet said in a hadith, if a person should come to you who you are pleased with their character and their deen, then marry them. For if you do not, there will be corruption in the land. Today in the Muslim community, there is corruption because our parents have this cultural fictitious phenomena that you are going to get married and for the first time you're going to talk to a woman when you get your PhD or your MD or you become an engineer. That's so retarded. In America, that's being retarded. That's intellectual retardation. I'm not talking about your parents. I'm just talking about the concept. Because honestly, you are a generation of young people who will see and hear more about sex and see more advertisement than any generation in the history of the world. There are brothers and sisters today who are good Muslims. But because they're single and nobody wants to help them, and because they can't get married, they are hooked in the midnight hour. In the midnight hour, they're hooked to that internet. And you're scared to tell your parents you want to get married because you don't have your PhD yet. You say, Daddy, I want to get married. Astaghfirullah. What do you say? Aisha, are you looking at the boys? Oh, no, Abby, astaghfirullah, just in front of my deed. Yes, she's looking at the boys. The same way your wife looked at you. And don't give me that stuff. We were cousins. So what? Brothers tell me, brother, I married my cousin. And you probably was playing with her when she was little. You know, hey, I throw you a plane, you throw me a plane. You know how you do it. It's your cousin. Is auntie cooking today? Yes. I'm coming over, inshallah. Okay, come. No, we're playing games. Really. I'm seeing so many brothers. I give brothers salam sometime. I don't have a lot of time. I give brothers salam sometime. I say, Assalamu alaikum, brother. How you doing? Alaikum salam. How you doing, brother? Alhamdulillah. Brother, you married? No. That's his problem. He need a wife. If I live in a house with a lot of women, I live with a lot of women. Oh, I got 5 girls in my house. Oh, my God. They go up and down, flipping. 1 minute, everybody's so sweet. Next minute, oh, what's going on in here? I said, let me get out the way. I said, no, you stay in the way. You stay right in the way. Because we angry. Why? She want to get married. I said, okay, sister, I'll help you get married. But you got to prepare yourself. Because marriage is a magnificent responsibility. You know, we have some little kids in here. But some of the things that drive us towards intimacy, the flesh, once you fulfill that flesh desire and the reality pops in, you got problems, man, if you ain't prepared. It's nice to say to me, Prophet Muhammad, let a man marry on the few verses of the Quran. That's a beautiful story. That's nice. But let's deal with the reality right now. You can memorize the whole Quran. You need some money. And some of the Muslim sisters, they so silly, some of them sometimes. Brother, money is nothing. We can get married, inshallah. We'll live someplace. I don't know. We'll become homeless. I just want to be your wife, inshallah. Even if I have to live in the streets, I just want to. You, sister, you're so silly. What do he tell you? A few nice words? You so sweet. You so lovely. I like your hijab, mashallah. Your deen is so good. That's all just flowery words. Some brothers come to the convention. They see a sister with hijab. I want to marry her. You don't even know her. How you want to marry her? No, brother, she's going to help me with my deen. Help yourself, fool. You need help. A woman can't solve your problem. You got to take care of your deen. No, I see brothers and sisters do it. A sister go, oh, mashallah, he recited Quran. I want to marry him. Why? Because Quran, mashallah, get me to Jannah. You have an illusion. All right? My time is going to be up quick. But I just want to say this to you, brothers and sisters. Number one, I got to say these real quick points. Number one, marriage is beautiful. 10% of the time. The other 90%, you got a lot of work to do. But it's beautiful. You know, a flower is a flower. No matter what the weather is, it's still a flower. But brothers and sisters, I just want to tell you a few things. Number one, be serious about yourself. And the only person you can fool is you. You can't fool Allah. I see brothers on the phone and sisters on the phone acting like they're talking to somebody. They're talking to the brother right in the corner. Assalamu alaikum, yes, inshallah, it's almost over. Okay, brother Abdul Malik is on right now, but he's going to be finished. Okay, I'll meet you downstairs. Assalamu alaikum, bye. Who was you talking to, sister? That was my dad. He was just waiting for me. No, I'm being honest with you. We got email, electronic mail. I guarantee you right now, if I go on most of your email accounts, somebody's got a love letter. Even if it was, he quoted a beautiful hadith to me, touched my heart, mashallah. It's hypocrisy. Wallahi, it's hypocrisy. Just be real. Now, I want to say this on a cultural note. Most Muslim parents don't understand your struggle because they don't live. They haven't lived their life in American schools. It's hard to go to school, man. You're walking down the aisle and your name is Muhammad. And all them girls out there. Oh, you don't have to be Muslim to be pretty. Allah made women pretty of all religions and all cultures. A man is attractive if he's a handsome man. His religion don't matter. That's why we lose some of the Muslim sisters right now to non-Muslim boys. You go to a Muslim parent, say, brother, I'd like to marry your daughter. And what do you have your degree, brother? No, not yet, brother, but I'm about to finish my master's. Well, brother, when you finish, you come and see me. And a non-Muslim boy take his daughter. I've seen it happen. I've seen Muslim brothers and sisters lose their children for playing with nature. When a girl says she want to get married, she knows she want to get married. Fathers have to hear those words. When a boy says he wants to get married, you prepare him for the responsibility because marriage is half of our deen. And if we become a nation of people who are committed to fornication and adultery, then we will have children born out of wedlock and destroy the very sacredness of this ummah. Fornication is evil. Adultery is evil. And it corrupts a whole society. And when a nation becomes so freakish, you turn into what America has turned into. They want to sleep. Men want to sleep with men. Women want to sleep with women. They want to sleep with dogs. They want to sleep with cats. They want to sleep with anything because they don't have no guidance. And now some Muslims are becoming like that. Oh, yeah. You tell a Muslim brother right now or sister, homosexuality is wrong. Brother Abdul Malik, you shouldn't judge people. We should love everybody. You're so silly. Just love everybody. Everybody love everybody. No, but in my conclusion, brothers, is just be real with yourself, okay? Treat them sisters the way you want your sister to be treated. Sisters, the same thing. Treat the brothers like you want to be treated. And I gotta say this to the sisters, so you'll never say that you didn't get a warning. Maybe your fathers don't talk to some of you, but sisters, I'm gonna give you a warning, and the brothers are gonna get mad, but it's okay. Sisters, I'm gonna give you one warning. Do not play with these Muslim brothers, because some of them will deceive you and trick you and make a fool out of you. And I'm warning you today, don't play the dating game, because it is a game that is filled of fire and deception. If you want to marry, then inshallah, then prepare yourself for marriage. But if you want to flirt and you want to date, then you're playing with fire. Same thing for brothers. I'm going to warn some of you brothers, because some brothers are real nice. They'll marry any sister. They will. Sisters say, I'm Muslim. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Muslim. I want to get married. I'll marry you, sister. I'll marry you. So desperate. Now, I'm going to leave, but I got to tell you a few things. Number one, if you want to get married, listen to me carefully. The brother, he pointed something out earlier. If you want to get married, you must prepare for marriage. Marriage is a tremendous responsibility. You must prepare your mind and your spirit for the responsibility. Number two, read about marriage. Read on how to provide and take care and maintain a man, maintain a woman. Because many of us as Muslims, when we read the verse, الرجال قوامون على النساء بما فضل الله بعضهم على بعض وبما أنفقوا أموالهم, that the men are the maintainers and providers of the women, most of us as men understood that to mean that if we have money and we give a woman money, then we have maintained her, we've given her food, clothing, and shelter, she should be quiet and be satisfied. That is not a marriage. That is not how you maintain a woman. That's how you destroy your marriage, because a woman needs to be maintained financially, spiritually, morally, and above all, she must forever be maintained intellectually, because women are creatures of sound, men are creatures of sight, and above all, you must know the art of a relationship, and it's based upon communication. You must know that as young men, how to nurture a relationship with your wife so that she becomes your best friend, your best companion. And the same thing for sisters. You must learn the science of the nature of a man. That it's more to just giving him food. Some women, their mothers raise them. You get married, you obey your husband. You cook for him, you clean for him, and you iron his clothes. That makes you a good wife. No, that makes you a robot. A good wife is like Khadijah, a woman who engages the prophet in his life struggle. Notice the first woman on planet Earth created for Adam, her name was Eve, right? Now look at this. Eve didn't iron no clothes. She didn't clean no house. And I don't know if she cooked too many meals because they was eating off the garden. But real marriage must go beyond this cultural framework of what people think marriage is. And I wish I had so much more time, because this is a very important part of the success of the ummah. If we have large marriages and large divorces, we will destroy the potential for Islam in America. Islam is family. That's why I don't understand brothers who have masjids where they are forbidding women to even come in. I don't understand that. They represent more than half of the whole entire Muslim population. If a woman in Islam, if her mind is not cultivated, what will she teach her children? Nothing. It's in the mind. And a man must have a clear perspective of what is a woman. Because you can be female and not be woman. Oh, womanism is a whole nother level that is beyond one's physical appearance, that is more reflective in the intellectual and the spiritual development of the human being. And so many brothers I know who are married, they are unhappy because they don't know the science of how to bring the best out of the woman that they have. And so they're looking for the second and third wife and the fourth wife, because they don't realize that the first wife is the only one that they really need. But they don't know how to get the best out of her. And the women are the same way. They consider divorce so fast. And many today will not divorce simply because of cultural reasons, right? I give you this and I'm going, but here it is. Muslims on the Eid. Got my wife, my kids. Salam alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Wa alaikum salam. How's the family? Wonderful. And your wife looks at you like, salam alaikum, alhamdulillah. And then Muslims get in the car right on the day of the Eid. They don't even give salams to each other. Son goes that way, daughter goes that way, father goes the other way, and nobody speaks. But in the public, we look victorious. But in the private of our homes, mother don't like dad. And when mothers don't like the father because of being abused, and the daughters see their fathers abusing their mothers, in Islam, the daughters want to run away from the religion, because if Islam represents that, they don't want anything to do with it, because Islam is not what we preach. It has to be what we practice. And if we want to show the beauty of Islam, we have to stop living in the past and talking about all the great things Muslims did before and do some of those great things today. So I leave you with, I wish all of you a successful search in ICNA's matrimonial service. Because brothers, we have a lot of beautiful Muslim sisters. Don't let the non-Muslims take those women from us. They are representing some of the best of Allah's creation. And sisters, be patient with us as brothers, because we some knuckleheads, man. I seen brothers who are real strict in the mosque about how sisters dress, and I go to their office, and they got non-Muslim secretaries with mini skirts on. I say, subhanallah, uncle. In the mosque, you talk about hijab, 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 and your whole medical establishment has non-Muslim women walking around half nude. And one brother told me, oh, Abdul Malik is good for the business. Well, sex does sell. Most of y'all came in here. Y'all came in. I know what you came here for. They said dating. You said, I'm on my way. I know what you're thinking about because I've been where you are. But it's hard to find people to talk to you. I'm not a religious person. I keep telling people I'm not no imam. I'm not religious. I'm a psychopath that deals with nothing but reality. And I'm telling you, brothers, right now, prepare yourself for marriage. Get a job, make some money, get you an apartment. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you tell your father and your mother you want to get married and you're 25 years old and they still treat you like a boy and tell you no, to save your soul, brother, get married. If you want somebody to perform the wedding, I'll do it. My room, I'm in the hotel, 720 at the Sheraton. Call me. I'll perform your wedding for you 2, 3, 4 in the morning because this is serious business. Get married. I'm finished, but I know I took too much time. I got a few tapes out there. I got my little booth downstairs. I'm trying to take a nice vacation. So if you would buy a CD or buy a tape, if out here or at my table, that will be fine. If you want to email me and you want to talk about, helping you or your struggles, because I know you got them, you can email me at malikspeaks@hotmail.com. malikspeaks@hotmail.com. Give me your email address because one of the greatest challenges we have today is the struggle between the issue of male and female. And even if we separate at the conference, it does not mean we leave, we separate. I know, y'all. Assalamu alaikum.